do is ignore them because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
Good afternoon, everyone. As a great scientist, Albert Einstein quotes, the only thing that you absolutely have to know is the location of the library. Likewise, with this aspect, we, the students of BSc, I dreamt of a new food forward to give students an easy access to the world of knowledge. And today is the day where our dream has been accomplished. So we are all here for the launch of the app, the librarian, and the drone Snap HM2. I call upon Shafin B to give the welcome speech.
A very warm good afternoon to everyone present here. It's my pleasure to start this auspicious occasion, launching of application, by welcoming everybody who have gathered here. I heartily welcome my honorable chief guest, Rector, Reverend Dr. Bernard Prakash Varnas. I also welcome Camp Administrator Ram Paul R. I welcome our principal, Dr. Ravi J.D. Saldana. I welcome Mr. Vidyadhar Engineer and the HOD of Mathematics. I welcome Article Leader, Mr. Narpakash Chatina. I welcome Head of the Department of the Chemistry, Ms. Agnes Sylvia de Souza. And I welcome Nada sir. And I welcome Head of the Department of Computer Science, Ms. Gloria Priyadarshini. And I want to welcome Assistant Librarian and Florence Anand. Very warm welcome to all the technical staff and supporting staff. I happily welcome you all once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Shafin B, for welcoming everyone. Now I request the chief guest, principal, vice principal, and all the dignitaries to launch the application.
ಲೈವ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರ್ಸೋದು ಸಾರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಸಾರಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಲೈವ್ ಓಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೋದು
I thank all the dignitaries. Now I call upon Nachiket Anna and Sinchana Akka to give the introduction of the application to everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, the Jewish is good. Yeah. So this is a launch event for the application that we developed, the Librarian. It's called the Librarian. So our idea was to, when you when you can't ask a librarian, ask the librarian. That was sort of the idea behind the name. So we coined it as the Librarian. Uh, I was sort of thinking, a couple of months ago, before creating such a thing and doing such a thing, like which are the ideas that actually work, which are the ideas that are actually successful and have a real world application. I think when we try to solve the problems that we ourselves face in our daily lives, no, then I think those ideas are actually going to work. And ever since I watched that movie, the social network, about the story of Zuckerberg developing Facebook, I really wanted to do something on those lines. Like he developed Facebook when he was 19 years old, and by 21 years old, he was the world's youngest billionaire, I guess. So I wanted to do something on those lines. I know we haven't earned a single time, but I think this is a big, at least an opportunity that helped me on those lines. So I was trying to find a problem that I can really solve and work on and apply what I have learned. And then I actually found one. Not me. Yeah, she will explain that. So, as in you go to a library, so I know you guys don't visit there much often, but in case if you're given some assignments or you do visit the library, there is a particular search system you follow. What do? You go to the library, you have the title of the book or the name of the author, and then you find the book. But imagine a scenario where you don't know the name of the book nor the author. So how do you search? You have just the topic. Then you have to go through multiple of books to find that particular book. This is chaotic, right, Nachikit? Yes, it is. And we really wanted to solve that problem. So what happened was, this was actually a real problem that I faced. So Shruti ma'am had given us an assignment. So Shruti ma'am has become an inspiration for a lot of things that we have done. She had given us an assignment. So what happened was, I and Razak were in the library. Razak was in the library. He was Razak. That is Razak. You know Razak. Right? So he was in the library. He was searching for a topic. The topic was vector calculus. He was searching for the topic, but he didn't know which book it was in. So he was going for a couple of days to the library, but he didn't find the book. He was just roaming around inside, and he came out. And eventually, lunch period was not enough for him to find the book. So one day he took me, and then I was like, okay, this is this thing, and it comes under calculus and such a thing. So we found that book, and eventually we solved the problem. But then it came to our mind, okay, if we guys are facing such a problem, then so much a lot of other people must be facing this problem, right? Then we thought like, okay, we could do something on these lines. I and Azab always wanted to develop an application from a really long time. We were planning and doing some things, but it had never really worked out. Then we had a then we got this opportunity, and then we found out that okay, we can solve such a problem that's in the library. What we did was we approached Vice Rector sir. So Vice Rector sir, then he told, okay, you can do such a thing. Okay, it's going to help a lot of people. He told us to go and talk to the IPSC coordinator, Ronald Prakash sir. Then he told us like you can proceed with this idea, but there are 45,000 books in the library. So 45,000. Yeah, I know. 45,000 books. Five. We were just five. Five people at the time. Five with the probability of 45,000. Crazy, right? Books that we have to do. And I know what it means to do 45,000 books. Like, we'll show you a raw file that's there. Can you display a raw file? See, like what we had to do was collect data from the library. Collecting data from the library was not easy. So we needed the system that we needed to have over there was to take photos of books in the library and extract text from those books. So when you extract text, the application, the basis of application was to develop a application where you search for the topic and then it's going to display the title of the book that topic contains it. In order to do that, we had to take the pictures of all the books and the content pages, including the accession number. And that was a huge task. And after that, we had to extract the text files from that PDF and convert into the text file. And then we had to sort it. But the text file looked like this because this is a raw text file without being sorted. And we had to sort this out and then we had to upload it in the database. You guys know why we gave you maroon shirts like this? Because these guys were doing all these text files, sitting till 12 in the night and doing sorting all these things, and they were,
Whenever they got free time, they went to the library, they actually did it. Okay.
I really can't believe that we made these people, like these people actually did work. They actually did sort all these things. They asked us doubts about if they had anything. I mean, most of you, okay, not all, most of you did actually sort.
So then we actually wanted to proceed it. So Nachiket went to Harinakshi ma'am first, and then
We approached Harinakshi ma'am before launching the thing. Like we had no idea how to do this thing. We had no idea how to write the code for this thing. Then we talked to Harinakshi ma'am. Then she was like, I really don't know if she's like trusts me or if she's like go for everything. Because no matter when we failed, she was like, go on, carry on. She never discouraged us. She was never like, okay, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna, you can't do it. She never said that. She was like, okay, come, we'll do this. Come, we'll do this. I really don't know how she managed to keep that spirit up. But because of her, we were able to do this thing actually. This is, I mean, how the raw file looks like. This has to be converted into a sorted file. This is how the sorted file looks like. It has to be sorted in this exact order with commas, with percentages. We had a sorting system which we needed, like we had to write a specific code which is going to create the database with this raw text file. So we wanted it to be in a particular format. And we actually troubled all these people, called all of them. And I'll tell you, sometimes we also bunked some classes to do this thing. Sir, I hope we can get attendance for those classes. That's what they were asking for from us, and we had to do all this job, and these people really helped us.
actually initially there were five, and then we gathered few of our classmates, so it became 15. But 45,000 books and 15 still not enough. So we went to Shruti ma'am, and fortunately she gave her DSC students to us. And the best part was the DSC students, they didn't question us. They was like, Akka, Anna will work, no worry. Okay. And few times I was strict about the attendance in particular, but I don't know if she had scolded me or something, but still, I'm really happy that you guys worked with us. The sorting file has been done. Initially, there were 48 people working, so we had to, allow them into different groups, and we had, allotted each supervisor for them. Initially, they were taking the pictures and then converting those pictures into a PDF format, and then extract the text from them, and then convert into a text file. And then this was the raw text file, and we had to sort them. So taking pictures, converting them to PDF text files, that was not a big thing. But sorting, no, that was the major problem we faced because each one of them was sorting in a different way. But we wanted in a particular format that file had to be sorted in, and
One real world problem that we wanted to face was like, this is a really small idea. We know that it's a very small idea, it tries to solve a really small problem. But the thing is, the experience that we got while working, like once we approached the library, we were mind blown. Like 45,000 books, this must be crazy. But then I heard this quote from Steve Jobs. You might have heard it during the initial video. No? He had once said that the people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones that actually do. So now there was no turning back. We had to do it. So we stuck with the plans. We faced a lot of difficulties. Like getting these people together was also a big deal in the initial stages, trying to organize them to come at a particular time so that we can start at a particular time and asking them to work and take photos. Each mobile phone is different. Like they're like, okay, our mobile phone is not supporting this thing. Our mobile phone is not doing this thing. We had to solve all that problem. But fortunately, I had a really great team that actually helped me solve all these problems. The team is sitting over here, which helped me a lot, and the team of supervisors from our class who worked for nothing. Like the DSC people had it as their assignment, which related to their graph theory, but our class people they were helping us, and they were getting nothing out of it. But
bunking classes too because we had class because they were free and we were not free. When we were free, they were not free. So we had to bunk few classes, but somehow we did it. And this is how we were working.
this is what we came up with finally. No audio. यादों के पुराने एल्बम में छुपा के रखे हैं अपने वो दिन गुल्लक में बड़ी जवानी सी बचा के रखे हैं हमने वो दिन किसी मंजिल की फिक्र थी जिंदगी जीने की उम्र थी दोस्ती और दोस्तों से उधार के दिन थे वो दिन भी क्या 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 दिन थे बिखरे हुए इंसान थे. So we also have to thank the library people who helped us a lot. Like
Seriously, they were so cooperative with us because we were students, we used to make mistakes and books would have gotten jumbled, but
they
were
handled
really
it. Like we are really thankful for you, ma'am. Like we got the place so crowded, but you made time for us and helped us. Thank you so much for it. So after all these things, like we developed a version of the application and we went to Prakash sir. So Prakash sir was guiding us throughout these things. Well, he was very critical about it, and that helped us a lot because there must be someone who tells the problems of the thing as it is. Like usually, like teachers are sort of like and actually, ma'am, when we approached her, she was sort of like our parent, like she was always like, it's good, go, 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 it's good, go. That's what she did. But like Prakash sir, when he was actually, he told us the problems of the system. He told us what the standard of the system has to be, what's already there, and that helped us a lot. Actually, we had to have a very really strong, stance to withstand those things. Like we worked, and then when we went, he pointed out the problems. Then he was like, how obvious it was, and we missed these things. But he was very helpful. Like you do this thing, you do this, you do this, and then he was
later, we actually had a target of 45,000 books, and he was like, you did not do so much books, just cover 10% of it. So we thought we'll only cover the side sections, and after everything, after uploading the data, we have come up with around 400 books
we have dialed it down to 400 now.
from 45,000.
Yeah, that is the idea. You see, like you start with something, but as you go through the process, it turns out to be a different thing. Like to face the problems of the thing, then you realize what you can do to solve those problems. And now it came down to 400 books. Like
And there were a lot of filters throughout this application. Initially, we were trying to tag with the accession number, and then we also tagged the book with the column number as well. That's the updated version, I guess.
yeah, it still has a lot of improvements that it requires, but we had to launch it because you guys had worked with us for so long, and we should not be like that we are disappointing you. So this is what we finally came out with, and this is we're gonna give a demo of how this thing
Yeah.
works.
So the first one is the topic section, and that second one is the title section. So if you give a topic, it's gonna display the list of books that topic contains in. And can anybody say a topic? Can you search vector spaces? So it's going to the topic section, and she said vector spaces. So these are the list of books that vector spaces contains in, and those are the accession number, including the column number. So accession number is a unique number for the each and particular book. So anybody wants to go next? Go bryophytes. Bryophytes. These are the books that topic contains it. Vishwas, sir, give me one topic. Okay, let's go with nuclear physics. These are the topics that nuclear physics contains in. And yeah, she wants to go next. Fungi. Search for fungi.
So like this is how the application works. Somebody told fungi, right? Okay, look what happens is, can you go to the back page again? Yeah. Yeah, what happens when you, okay, this application is basically a database. It's a database which has been created using SQL, structured query language. The front end user interface has been designed using HTML, CSS, and Flask, and the logic has been written in Python. So this is how it works. Whenever you type a keyword over there, that's fungi in the topic section, and you hit submit over there. What happens is it runs a query throughout the database, trying to find out which all books contain. Like we have two tables in the database. One is the topics, and the other one is the titles. They are named exactly as such. So whenever you type for some title over topic over here, what it does is it searches the topics table for that particular topic. And if it finds that topic in that table, it finds a unique ID that we have given to that particular topic. And taking that ID, it finds out the book in which that particular topic is present. So we have created the database in such a way that at the click of a button, it does all these things and returns you the set of all the books that contain that particular topic along with the accession number and call number. You can then contact the librarian and they will help you where the book is located and they can help you retrieve the book easily. So this was a simple project that we wanted to do that helps the student to search for a particular book, a particular topic when they don't know the name of the book, title or the author of the book. So that is a problem that we wanted to solve.
We have come up with a solution to that as well, I guess.
I think so. Like we don't know how much real world applications it's gonna have, but I think it's at least a good starting step that we this is up for a lot of further improvements that has to be done.
And we would also like to, ask our juniors. You can ask the code from Nachiket, and if you want to implement and update the version, we are very happy if you do that.
Harinakshi ma'am has taken in charge of that, and she will definitely support you like she supported us. I'm pretty sure of that.
So we don't want this librarian to end here. We want more further versions to come to this application. So this is all up to you guys.
So this was version one of the library.
The library.
Something quite interesting coming up. We'll have to arrange a little bit. One second. Only that we had to move them out of the danger zone. So now, what demo of a drone that we have built, it's called Snap HM2. Hope it flies. I hope it flies that we can board all these people. Let's see.
ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮೀ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬಲೂನ್ ತೆಗಿಯಮ್ಮ ತೆಗ್ಬಿಡಿ ಬೇಗ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ ಹೋಗಿ
So that was really cool, huh? At least it took off. No, we are really happy that it took off.
ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್
Flying once again, huh? Okay, sir. Sir is asking to fly it once again. Let's try if it works. So now it looks really smooth now. Like the name of the drone, we have kept it as Snap HM2. So what it actually means is a system of network connected auto balancing propellers hyper Mark 2. Well, that is completely, we made up something. What it actually means is it's the starting letters of all the people who made it. S stands for Shafi, N stands for Nachikeet, A stands for Abdul Razak, P stands for Prajeet, H stands for Harinakshi ma'am, M stands for Martin. Two, because this is the second version of the project that we did. And the first version, you're going to see it in the video. We are going to see some really cool moves. Some those are flips and all we have done. We'll show you how it's done. And we'll show you the video how it works.
Oh, out of control, auto go करके गोल होठों को करके गोल, सीटी बजा के बोल. Life so out of control, होठों को करके गोल, होठों को करके गोल, सीटी बजा के बोल. मुर्गी जा जाने अंडे का क्या होगा? लाइफ में किया तब ट्राई होगा. कोई न जाने अपना फ्यूचर क्या होगा. सीढ़ी बजा के बोल.
So that was our journey from those of flips to really stable flight. So what happened was beginning the entire process and actually ma'am it saw that I was like, if you do something in the future, I will sponsor this. That's what she told. So when she told that, we thought, okay, she might have said just because of word sake or something like that. Then we thought, I don't know if she's gonna sponsor or what. Then we thought, okay, we're gonna make something like a donor. Then even if those of no, even when I don't know how it was, but it did, and I completely have to thank my
Advisor in the whole process of this. Respected Father John Paul, Principal Dr. Ravijay Sardana, Vice Principal Professor Sanjay Nair, IPSC Coordinator Prakash Putina sir. It was really great, and I should congratulate the team for coming up with such a good idea. Always we say success and hard work earns success, and the ideas and the good ideas and the hard work. It will always earn the success for you at any time. It will be supported by anybody, all the faculties, even the management is going to support you when you come up with the good ideas. And first of all, when they came up with this idea, I couldn't support them with the coding part because I am not from the computer science background. But at that point, they were lacking the manpower. They had a target of 45,000 with them. They wanted a manpower. I told them, you go to the classroom, make an announcement with, for your classmates as well as for the juniors. They went, I guess they did not reach the expected manpower, they didn't get it. Then the only idea I had was make it compulsory for my DSC students, saying that you will be getting some marks. Only when there is some credit, you are going to that. Yes. So then when it was made compulsory, then they got some manpower. Then somehow, yes, you also bunked some of the classes as far as I know it. You informed me also. I asked few of the teachers to just help you out with that attendance part or that permission part. I had done that. Apart from that, even the management has now promised if there is something with respect to the attendance, in case, I don't think because only 1 week or 2 week you did this, not so many classes are missed also, but we'll see to that. This should be a really inspiration for everybody. And there is a request from your seniors that second years have to take up this project. The librarian is just a start now. You have to continue this. There should be a versions of it. But the people who are really interested can approach your seniors
the one who can give the dedication to this app. You may not reach again 45,000. They have done for 400 books, if I am not wrong. Again, you can do for 45,000 at once, maybe 400 plus. But those who are really interested, you can come up. And again, if you need some manpower, we are going to support you with that. Yes. So, and one more request, if you have got some innovative ideas, come up with the innovative ideas for the real life problem. You can do that. You can find the solutions in an innovative way for the daily problems, as they came up with the idea of finding a topic in the library. Always you don't know the books, you will be approaching the teachers asking for the reference book. You will say that we are not getting those reference book. We don't know in which book this topic is there. So they came up a solution for that. Maybe somewhere they went to find the solution for their assignment problem and they came up with some other thing only. So always for your real life problem, find a solution in an innovative way, come up with the ideas, and we are going to support you. I should congratulate whole team. I guess nearly 30 plus are there in this team. 48. Really congratulate all the 48 for doing this successful. Only one or two couldn't have done this. So come up with the ideas. We are going to help you out. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am. Initially, when our seniors came up to us, like we have such an idea, we need manpower and come, we took it lightly that, okay, we will do, but forcefully due to attendance, we had to go there. So, but the experience was really very good and we were really thrilled to do that and we got to learn many new things. So, on behalf of all our juniors, I request Vaishnavi to come and speak a few words regarding the experience we had in this journey. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Vaishnavi from second year BSc. So event results, explore them and become rich. We had a great and good experience with our seniors to work as a team. We kept last hour of the day for library work in that we did scanning of the contents and we did sorting of the books, contents with what we have taken the pictures. From this, we came to know that there are so many books in the library that we never knew. We covered almost all the science-related books. While of scanning a book, we got to know about some new topics. We felt it was a bit difficult by sorting the text files. Even after sorting, we edited many things like accession number and column number, which were missing in the edited files. I would like to thank Suti ma'am for encouraging us to take part in this application development. Thank you, ma'am. And also to our seniors on behalf of our class. Thank you. Ordinary people have big TVs, extraordinary people have big libraries. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my experience. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, Vaishnavi. Now I would like to call upon Harinakshi ma'am, our mentor, to speak to you. Good afternoon, one and all present here. Science knows neither country nor boundary because knowledge belongs to the humanity. It is the torch which illuminates the world, a quote by the great scientist Louis Pasteur. It has been shown science and technology can solve most problems to make the world better and better, human, mightier and mightier. I stand before you to congratulate to my dear students to congratulate, motivate, and cherish the exceptionally brilliant, in minds, and outstanding students. Dear students, you are the proof for the code. Good things come to those who are willing to sacrifice to reach worthwhile and commendable goals. I'm extremely happy to be the part of this elite occasion and to witness the proud moments where teaching goes beyond the classrooms. My legitimate and profound appreciation for your creativity, determination towards the task you have undertaken. Dear students, your conviction and persistence is precious, which help in steering the project in the right direction and smooth sailing of the journey of project development lifecycle. Despite all hiccups and technical glitches,
encountered during the course of time. It is worthy to mention the wonderful team building, admirable team working, splendid project leading, and marvelous control and coordination of the entire project team. Managing 40 students together, it is not an easy task, which the project lead have done it. The learning methodology which you have used is a manifestation of collaborative learning. As per the research, collaborative learning shows that educational experiences that are active, social, contextual, engaging, and student-owned lead to deeper learning. Once again, I am delighted to congratulate your spectacular and amazing achievements, and we look forward to see you all to be the responsible citizens and future scientists. May you all grow up to make us proud and honored by accomplishing the highest human and scientific values. All the best. God bless you. I end my words of encouragement with a quote by a great teacher and a former Honorable President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Learning gives creativity. Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides knowledge. Knowledge makes you great. Thank you, one and all. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Mari. So now it's I time. We thank everyone who has presented this application. So I call upon Nachiket Anna to say something. But before that, Sinjanaka has something to say.
So there was a big deadline for us to come up with this application. But personally, Nachiket also had a deadline. He had to report to IIT Kanpur on 18th of July. And that was a big thing. But I've seen him for 3 years and I've worked with him very closely. He's kind of a guy who thinks out of the box. He'll be like, no, whenever we think straight, this guy goes in the other direction and comes up with a solution to that. And our classmates, we have seen Nachiket, he's the guy who raises questions to everything, but in turn, he gives the solution to it. That's kind of in Nachiket, we all know. So this guy approached to me first, he was like, we'll do such thing. And, he told me to lead the project. And if you do not believe it, me and Nachiket have fought so many times regarding this application. We had so many quarrels like, Nachiket, this is not how it's to be. So, but that guy had a lot of patience and he actually took us together and the librarian is here in front of us now. So, Nachiket, I would like you to say a few words.
This is a surprise for you and me. I didn't know that these people were doing this thing. So yeah, I know you're all hungry, but one final thing, I have to thank all these people because I started this idea. It was sort of a thing that I had in my mind. It was just a personal thing that I had in my mind. That if I get an opportunity, that I can do such a thing. But I really had a really, really wonderful team that I have to personally thank. Like I have to thank Shafi first for her contribution and everything. I really have to thank her. That is Shafi. I have to thank her very much for her contribution. I hope you got the recognition that you wanted. Please take a photo of her on the stage. Please someone take a photo. I hope you got the recognition that you wanted. Thank you, sir. And I have to thank personally Martin and Brazil. Like whenever I did something, I knew that they were already there. That is Martin and that is Brazil. I knew they were already there. So that gave me the courage to go ahead. No matter what, I can rely on them. I have to thank them. I don't know how many times I have to thank them. Okay, then thank you very much. Then I have to thank Razak. Razak, because one day in the library we were sitting and only two of us were there. We were discussing how we are going to do these 45,000 books. Then Razak one day told me, bro, even if no one comes, no, and even sit and take all the photos he told. That day I decided, now I'm definitely not going to quit. Like, I can't believe that we did this, but because of this thing that we were able to do this thing. Thank you, Razak, so much. And I have to like this is sort of my send off sort of thing because this is my last day in the institute over here. I would come back for the exam, but this is sort of my last day here. So I I have to thank Harinakshi ma'am. I have already thanked her. And the most important person, I have to thank my assistant. Like, she's gonna kill me for this joke later, but in the library, Sinchana, like, like because the library people thought that she was my assistant or something like that. But in reality, the thing is, she was the one who took the lead. She was the in charge. She was my partner in crime, and I know that we had our arguments in the past, but I'm really glad that I could have you on my team and we could work with you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. And I really have to thank all the people, all the faculty and staff for giving such an opportunity to host, and all the people for coming to the program for the launch event, and all these people in maroon shirt, like the maroon shirt people, we like without you, it would not have happened. Like it was DSC marks for you, but it was not compulsory. It was not compulsory, right? But you came and you did the work, and the supervisors. We could never, our class people who helped us, like, you're not getting marks, you're not getting anything, you're not getting the attendance also. Like, I don't know what inspired them to come and work with us, but they have. And I have to thank all of them for this thing. Uh, have a good day. Thank you.
A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. So it's our duty to thank each and everyone for being a part of this beneficial event. So I call upon Payal to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, all. It was such a wonderful and an inspirational event. So I stand before you to propose this vote of thanks. On behalf of everyone, I express my sincere gratitude to our chief guest, Dr. Bernard Prakash Barnes, Rector Management, St. Philomena's College, who has spared his precious time to grace this occasion and enlighten us with his valuable thoughts. In his absence, I thank him. I would like to thank Campus Administrator Father John Paul for his unflattering support and confidence in us. In his absence, I thank him. I would like to take this opportunity to express my deep regards to Dr. Ravi J. Saldana, Principal, St. Philomena's College, for being a constant support. Thank you, sir. I'd like to extend my gratitude to Mr. Vidyadhar Sanjay Nair, Vice Principal, for always standing with us. Thank you, sir. I'd like to especially thank Mr. Ronald Prakash Kutina, IQAC Coordinator, for guiding us throughout this journey. Thank you, sir. I'd like to thank all the head of the department, the teaching and non-teaching staff for mentoring us. I extend my deep regards to Harinakshi ma'am and Shruti ma'am, our advisors, who helped and guided us throughout this journey. Thank you, lecturers. Behind every successful event, there lies an effort of a dedicated team who have worked day and night to make this event possible. Huge kudos to Mr. Nachiket M., developer of the application The Librarian, and the drone Snap HM2, and also his team for making this event an accomplishment. Thank you all. Last but not least, I would like to thank the technical staff for their technical support. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Payal. Let us be grateful to the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who made our knowledge of soul blossom. Appreciating this wonderful initiative, let's congratulate them by using this app in our journey of knowledge. I request those who are present in the application to just come for a photo shoot and all the lecturers and teachers. Others, inspired since you were hungry, you stayed for so long. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead. I request all of them to assemble immediately. Please, please come soon. come over this.